Hey, how's it going? Nat here. Let's see what's making news. A US federal court has found that Google broke the law to build its search engine empire. Kushi found out what's going on.
So if you wanted to find the BTN website, where would you go looking?
Probably Google.
Google.
Google. I would be looking on Google.
Yep, in fact, across the world, there are 8.5 billion searches a day on Google. And it's that level of dominance that got the US Department of Justice pretty concerned. You see, a few years ago, it took Google to court because it had control of about 90% of the online search market. It argued that Google acted illegally to crush competition and have a monopoly of the market by paying $41 billion to make it the default search engine on some smartphones and browsers. That left search engines like Yahoo and Bing struggling to compete. Now a federal court judge agrees, finding that Google did in fact break antitrust laws to stay on top. Google says it's going to appeal the decision and argues more people use it because it's better than what else is out there. But others say all companies should have the opportunity to fairly compete. So what do you think?
I think that it doesn't really matter because they're both the same thing. Well, all of them are really the same thing. It's not fair for just Google to be at the top and paying for everything just to be at the top.
I think Google is allowed to come first, but there should be occasional times where other companies are getting a chance.
I think that Google is the best.
Bangladesh's Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, has resigned and fled the country after 20 years in power. There have been massive anti-government protests over there for weeks now, and about 300 people have died. The news of her resignation led thousands of protesters to storm the Prime Ministerial Palace overnight. For now, the military has taken control of running things until proper elections can be held. Queensland's Premier has unveiled a plan to try to get the price of petrol down. Stephen Miles announced that if he's re-elected, he wants to ban petrol stations from raising the price of petrol more than once a day, limit price increases to a maximum of 5 cents per litre a day, and set up 12 state-owned petrol stations to boost competition.
Sites will be selected based on maximising competition and providing motorists with the choice of lower-cost fuel.
Well, week one of the Olympics was all about Jess Fox, but now it's her sister Noemi's turn. Here's Justina.
That's right, Nat. This is one talented family.
Tomorrow I'll wake up and check that it wasn't all a dream.
Noemi Fox has finally joined her sister Jess Fox as an Olympic gold medalist at this year's Games, taking home the women's kayak cross final.
You know, we always think, oh yeah, Jess this, Jess that, but at the end, Noemi did write her own story and the history in our sport.
Noemi knocked out her flag-bearing gold medalist sister Jessica on the way to making the final, clearing the way to become the first ever winner of the new Olympic sport.
It's definitely my own.
But there were no hard feelings, with Jess jumping in the water to celebrate the win too. It means the Fox sisters have nabbed all 3 women's slalom events at the Games. And it just goes to show that hard work really does pay off.
You know, just to qualify was huge, and then it kind of just unlocked, wow, anything's possible when you dream big, you love what you do, and you work really hard.
Now it's time for some stories that might make you do a double take. Ooh. First up to England, where a picture of a goat has appeared overnight on the side of a building. It's the work of legendary street artist Banksy, and it's attracted quite the crowd of local onlookers. Banksy posted a pic of the work to his Instagram, but didn't include a caption, so the jury's still out on what it all means. Now to the US state of Iowa, where residents have been protesting on behalf of their chickens. The city has proposed some new rules which would limit the number of chooks these guys can keep in their backyards, as well as ban roosters entirely. An idea which seems to have ruffled a few feathers. And finally, if you think you know how to sing the alphabet song, think again.
They have changed the alphabet. They took out L-M-N-O-P.
A new version of the song has caused a stir on TikTok, with teachers sharing how they now sing it in class.
L-M-N-O-P.
But it turns out this isn't a new change at all. Versions of the song have existed like this since as early as 2012. It's only in recent years that it started catching on. Well, that's all from us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.